The Wraths of Governor Claxton's Prayers by Alpha Amadou Diallo, author Monopoly of Happiness, Unveiling Sierra Leone's Social Imbalance. Voiceover by Weard. In the name of politics, power, and personal gain, the very soul of Sierra Leone has been ravaged. We have witnessed generation after generation of politicians, civil servants, and so-called leaders shamelessly tearing this nation apart, one deceitful decision at a time. From the moment of independence to the present, those in governance, past and present, have systematically undermined the potential of this country. Today, I invoke the prayer of Governor Claxton as a clarion call for divine justice upon those who have willfully contributed to the destruction of Sierra Leone. Governor Claxton's prayer. May those who pillage and plunder from the sweat of their brothers and sisters be cursed with the fruits of their own greed. May their wealth turn to ashes, their joy turn to mourning, and their peace be replaced with endless turmoil. Let their descendants inherit not riches, but the blood-stained misery they have sowed. And for every lie told, every opportunity squandered, and every trust betrayed, may their punishment be as endless as their deception. This prayer is a solemn and damning plea, one that seeks to lay bare the consequences of selfishness and betrayal. To the civil servants, political leaders, and accomplices who have undermined the development of Sierra Leone, heed these words, for the day of reckoning is upon you. There is no denying that many civil servants in Sierra Leone have operated under the weight of low wages. But let us not pretend that this justifies the greed, corruption, and sabotage that have marred the civil service. Too many have taken the state's resources for themselves, undermining national progress to secure a future only for their families. To you, Governor Claxton's prayer is not just a curse, it is your well-deserved punishment. How many times have we heard civil servants complain of low wages, only to see them manipulate the system for their own benefit? Instead of working to better the conditions of all Sierra Leoneans, they have chosen to engage in bribery, embezzlement, and deliberate inefficiency. To these men and women I say, may you reap the rewards of your bad work. The nation suffers because of your selfish desires. And it is time for the wrath of Governor Claxton's prayer to rain down upon you and your descendants yet unborn. May your ill-gotten gains be the very trouble that will deny you peace, not only in this life, but in the hereafter. No president, past or present, can escape the judgment embedded in Governor Claxton's prayer. From Sir Milton Margai to the present administration under Julius Maada Bio, each leader has played a role in either actively contributing to the downfall of Sierra Leone or passively allowing corruption to thrive. You who have ripped the nation's coffers for personal gain, you who have hoarded wealth while your people starve, may your unlawful deeds haunt you. To President Julius Maada Bio, I place you and your family under the weight of this prayer. The corruption, deception, and unholy alliances formed under your leadership have wreaked havoc on the very people you swore to protect. Your administration has presided over an era of broken promises and unmet expectations. The suffering of the Sierra Leonean people is undeniable, and for that, may the wrath of Governor Claxton's prayer be upon you. May the spoils you have ripped from the state's coffers become the very curse that brings endless trouble into your life and legacy. O Lord, I call upon you to answer Governor Claxton's prayer. Bring down your wrath not only upon President Julius Maada Bio and his cronies, but also upon every political figure and civil servant who has contributed to the destruction of this country. May their corruption lead them to their own demise, and may every deceitful action taken in the name of personal gain be met with divine punishment. The Sierra Leone People's Party, SLPP, and the All People's Congress, APC, have both had their time at the helm of this nation's leadership. Both parties in their various administrations have failed to prioritize the welfare of the people, choosing instead to line their pockets and those of their allies. To the accomplices within and beyond Sierra Leone who have helped to condone, protect, and propagate these destructive policies, I place you in the crosshairs of Governor Claxton's prayer. May you suffer the brunt of your bad work. For those who have turned a blind eye to the misdeeds of President Bayo and his wife, for those who have remained silent as corruption flourished, may the Lord's wrath paralyze you. May it make you dumb, deaf, and blind. Mohammed Kane of the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, ECSL, you and your accomplices have deceived the people of this nation. I pray that God deals with you in the most drastic way for the lies you have perpetuated. This nation has been plagued with unqualified individuals holding positions of power. From top government offices to foreign embassies, we have seen incompetence reign supreme. These individuals, appointed not for their skill or integrity, but for their political connections, have proven themselves incapable of steering the nation in the right direction. I ask God to send his fire upon every institution that harbors unqualified staff. May they be cast into the deepest hell, where they will no longer be able to wreak havoc on Sierra Leone's future. To our leaders, civil servants, and political opportunists, your time is running out. You have sowed the seeds of destruction in Sierra Leone, and the fruits of your labor will now return to you. O Lord, bring down your hammer upon every member of government who is not genuine. Strike them with the force of justice and let them know the true meaning of accountability. May Governor Claxton's prayer be answered in full. Punish those who have taken from the people, who have abused their positions of power, and who have used politics as a shield for their selfish deeds. May they suffer as the people of Sierra Leone have suffered, and may their punishment serve as a lesson to future generations, so that no one may ever again dare to destroy this country in the name of politics. Let the wrath of Governor Claxton's prayers be the eternal curse that haunts them, both in this life and beyond. Amen. A final plea to God. The Wraths of Governor Claxton's Prayers by Alpha Amadou Diallo, author Monopoly of Happiness, Unveiling Sierra Leone's Social Imbalance. Voiceover by Weard. In the name of politics, power, and personal gain, the very soul of Sierra Leone has been ravaged. We have witnessed generation after generation of politicians, civil servants, and so-called leaders shamelessly tearing this nation apart, one deceitful decision at a time. From the moment of independence to the present, those in governance, past and present, have systematically undermined the potential of this country. Today, I invoke the prayer of Governor Claxton as a clarion call for divine justice upon those who have willfully contributed to the destruction of Sierra Leone. Governor Claxton's prayer. May those who pillage and plunder from the sweat of their brothers and sisters be cursed with the fruits of their own greed. May their wealth turn to ashes, their joy turn to mourning, and their peace be replaced with endless turmoil. Let their descendants inherit not riches, but the blood-stained misery they have sowed. And for every lie told, every opportunity squandered, and every trust betrayed, may their punishment be as endless as their deception. This prayer is a solemn and damning plea, one that seeks to lay bare the consequences of selfishness and betrayal. To the civil servants, political leaders, and accomplices who have undermined the development of Sierra Leone, heed these words, for the day of reckoning is upon you. There is no denying that many civil servants in Sierra Leone have operated under the weight of low wages. But let us not pretend that this justifies the greed, corruption, and sabotage that have marred the civil service. Too many have taken the state's resources for themselves, undermining national progress to secure a future only for their families. To you, Governor Claxton's prayer is not just a curse, it is your well-deserved punishment. How many times have we heard civil servants complain of low wages, only to see them manipulate the system for their own benefit? Instead of working to better the conditions of all Sierra Leoneans, they have chosen to engage in bribery, embezzlement, and deliberate inefficiency. To these men and women, I say, may you reap the rewards of your bad work. The nation suffers because of your selfish desires, and it is time for the wrath of Governor Claxton's prayer to rain down upon you and your descendants yet unborn. May your ill-gotten gains be the very trouble that will deny you peace, not only in this life, but in the hereafter. No president, past or present, can escape the judgment embedded in Governor Claxton's prayer. From Sir Milton Margai to the present administration under Julius Maada Bio, each leader has played a role in either actively contributing to the downfall of Sierra Leone or passively allowing corruption to thrive. You who have ripped the nation's coffers for personal gain, you who have hoarded wealth while your people starve, may your unlawful deeds haunt you. To President Julius Maada Bio, I place you and your family under the weight of this prayer. The corruption, deception, and unholy alliances formed under your leadership.
All right, good morning and welcome to a program we call KOL RES. We are on YouTube and on Facebook, so we can discuss issue them. Where the front page of the different newspaper then they pull for the morning. And after we can all look at what in the paper them say, we can bring people inside back where they can help you follow. We'll talk about the different issues them. If you just join enough, we have for like and share the program. And as well, if you not subscribe, please consider for subscribe to this platform. This now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We'll go straight and begin look at what in the paper them say inside the program this morning. But in the meantime, I want for one time in the way we deal with one issue now, so about land business with regards one church na Grafton and also Sovola. The tell way in have been the IGP, Inspector General of Police, is disadvantaged by the people in that area then and they make the church block people entrance. I never see that in the history of Salone. Then block the outside people for pass for go inside. People wait on it from donkey years, as we old people can say donkey years. Then block the entrance and they not get place for go. Well, the case it look like say this case still they on and personality or government officials after government officials they use their own power for make sure say they seize advantage from people because now then they na power. And then it's Sandy Kushe and Kabo, we don't hear about you now. You don't forge government documents them as well for get away with what you want for get away with, and we don't know, the courts don't find you guilty, right? And we come to that one day again for talk about all of the things in there. But first, let me go quick one and begin look at waiting day na the front page of the different newspaper them. And they actually start with the Premier News this morning inside the program. And this now waiting the Premier News say, and the Premier News say ACC indict WAEC officials, and you as well get Sierra Leone to chair ADPA as mining week kicks off. Interpol extradite, fugitive travel scammer to Sierra Leone. And we go to the next one, when at the focus 24/7. Fire on the mountain, SLPP versus Paupa. $48,000 gold in limbo. And POW school, a centenary of excellence and creativity. WAEC examiners indicted for corruption. And the Daybreak newspaper say alleged fraudulent election. SLPP Tonkolili may vote for APC in 2028. Erosion of trust. FMUs disrespects for IPRP erodes confidence among donors. Okay, I just noticed say I not open the mouth for me guesting for coming inside. I just noticed that one day. I'll open the mouth for them for coming inside. Quick one, please. Sorry about that for this short break. For the short break from the paper them. Okay, we continue. We continue with the rest of the paper them this morning. And the next paper we go to now the City Hunter newspaper. We see key findings and recovery of misappropriated funds. Parliament reviews 2022 Auditor General's report, and Foreign Minister and deepen bilateral relations with Kazakhstan. And you as well get information ministry signed landmark MOU with Frabe College. And erosion of trust. ACC turns blind eyes to procurement crisis. PFMU enjoying alarming impunity. Sheku Ahmed Fantamadi Bangura, Finance Minister. Why? And the next one we get now the Freetown Daily newspaper. Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, and I take that again. Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation introduces $60 million water project, and you as well get Africa 50 megawatt energy project for Kono. We go to the next one. We now the Spectator newspaper over omission of 4,000 pupils from WASC June 2025 exams as nationwide strike awaits MBSSE. If and you as well get Sierra Leone record significant drop in maternal death rates. Over SLFA Congress violence, Babadi Kamara, Thomas Daddy Brahma, hold peace talks, and for procurement irregularities, ACC to probe project fiduciary management unit. And we go to the next one. We the Modern Series newspaper. Sierra Leone set to assume leadership of African Diamonds Producer Association. Information Ministry signed MOU with FBC, and you as well get a Foreign Affairs Minister strengthening bilateral relations with Kazakhstan. Fisheries Minister, Chinese officials charts a revitalized path for marine corporations. We go to the next one. We're in Advantage newspaper. Say VP applauds PC and Sons, and EBK urge skills, innovation, and modern agriculture at AFL 2025. The Independent Observer newspaper, Mr. President, can we talk? Part 136. Omrigoli, the political game changer. And you still get Mustafa MKCC, the mature and most experienced president that large needs. The Times newspaper say conspiracy theory to undermine transparency and disrespect for statutory authority. PFMU, Finance Ministry, exposed. Chief Minister Dr. David Senge implicated. You as well get IFC signs landmark agreement with PC Holdings. And Ambassador Wang Ying reaffirms China commitment to global stability and economic progress. SLPP National Young Generation Leader disrupts democratic process. AZ newspaper, LRMG explains power capacity with new red plant and solar power. Statistician General highlights key challenges and plans for 2026 census. SLP and RSLAF strengthening security collaboration. And both City Council and NACSA launch Green Public Works Initiative. Interpol arrests notorious travel scammer in Ghana. The Both Times newspaper says Chief Minister engages stakeholders on the opening and operationalization of Sewa Grounds Market. Tension escalates in Malen Chiefdom ahead of Paramount Chieftaincy election. Sierra Leone First Lady inaugurated as President of OFLAD. And the other story for yesterday's edition of the Both Times newspaper. The Gleaner newspaper, BO administration employs threats to stifle media coverage of fugitive drug lord. And you also get fishermen sentenced to 10 years for sexual offense against 4-year-old. Okay. We go to the next one inside the program. We in the Heritage newspaper, gang rape of school girls attract global concern. Several grounds markets to benefit 6,000 traders. And this not all the people we get inside the program this morning. And of course, we go straight to we guess them where we get inside the program as then day with we now. Okay, so we guests that we actually get two guests inside the program with me this morning, and I don't know how they can because I'm not being able to watch them, but I will take them by how they appear in the picture, you know, on the screen. The one where they're very close to me, Unisa Sise. We always done the LP for analyze issues them. Good one. Unisa, please unmute the mic and welcome to the show. Good morning. And the other person where we actually, okay. Good morning, Unisa.
Thank you very much, Pierre.
Yes, sir.
Very nice to be with you again.
Yes, a long time, sir. Thank you for when you joined me this morning. And we as well get Abdul Hassan Faki. Good morning.
Good afternoon in Paris with Si me Pierre, we no ever go for war.
You okay? I don't understand. You say I
You
never
know
go
my
war.
warrior. Yeah, that's me Pierre name na warrior, papa. Na shebe my warrior.
But you don't know me history. How you go say I no go war?
Okay, well, now let's find you. I go find out about you.
Okay, so we can go straight and
Good morning,
talk.
Mr. University.
All right, thank you for joining me. We dey go straight and begin look at the different issues them. Something they were very close to my heart, and I see on a paper, for example, and I dey read this paper in headline, and I dey give background to this particular story. The Heritage newspaper, I dey start with them this morning. The Heritage newspaper say, it say, gang rape of school girl attract global concern. Okay, so one case they happen actually in Abu. It happen like 3 years this now. This young girl been there about 16 years. 16 years, yes, 2 to 3 years the case don't take. It been there around 16 years where 3 man them go bottom and do mommy and daddy business with them by force. Nabu. This case been on the na court. And then we arrest the 3 people them, then lock them na the maximum prison na Bo. Well, wetin happen, wetin not happen. Court not the seat, case not the come on, but they release the 3 people them. And then the 3 people them end up for turn threat to the young lady, the young girl. Anytime and when this young girl see them, it become frightened, it afraid. If you dey on top by itself, it go begin to turn, wey be make in life even they at risk. Well, the magistrate, whether not been the magistrate in fault or not, the case, anytime when they call the case, now they tell the magistrate, they go workshop, now they tell the magistrate they travel, now they tell the magistrate get waiting. They don't transfer the magistrate actually, they don't pull on the. They don't count other one. But now, we don't can know now say the file where na this young girl in file, it don't lost na court. It don't lost. So now, what me see na like for say not to be the magistrate in fault, but rather na the person where they in charge, where they can call. I think na the court, not the court clerk, the one that we can they in charge of the files them. Now then they play dabaru business on this particular matter. Let's start with you, Eunice. Case like this, you think say it deserve, you know, national attention, or if I just left Nabo and then down with them?
Absolutely. You say this thing don't take 3 years, and we get female organization in there who supposed to take a direct interest by then counting 50-50 and the others. 3 years, a very long time. But again, only this case you mentioned, but a lot of cases, similar cases, rape and violence of women them. They be all the time. We are in another time about a rape by a paramount chief in a bond. That case they just die like that. We get about a case where one senior official, Freetown City Council, one political heavyweight, and girlfriend, he go, he beat them, he broke, he ribs them, he kill her. That case they say, don't go quiet. So then can't see how they be, now making they continue. Again, you get the other one, the way the ladies are attracted by money, because there's so much poverty. People in the struggle for survive. But again, forget about now one day. But the law system, the government, the legal system for protection is such a place for say anybody with one, the law they take a right because then kind of laws failure then thing no go be. So that it no go be again. But it happen all over the country. Not just one case you mentioned, but in case you would expect the police put a brief we on waiting to happen. I tell you what this paramount, one old punch, she have a 16-year-old Pekin or something like that. This lady at Freetown City Council, the case just don't die. You get another one bank worker. He killed one lady. You know, they're not but then kind case then they get. So with the girl go down. The girl go down. And before this international committee they come, or would they talk to the local community? They tell us say they pick and choose. 50-50 and the others. Now that in the for Tina for protect the company. There's so much criminality. I mean, you gonna free tongue and net, but they see 12 year, 13 or 15 year picking them, then they take prostitution. Now money they go for prostitution one, it lead to crime. Sometimes some man and they don't even use that. They don't care people in a house, they don't get money for pay. So I mean, I think we go for sit up. If I expect a squad, unfortunately, the law enforcement, their salaries are so low. And with all employees in the country, no adjustment in salaries. So all man they try who side the entire cows they can say that's when they say who side the entire cow that they eat. Then they lead to all them kinds here. Then court cases with the loss, then file with the loss. So I mean, if the female body is enough for take over, the media say that they work now. Civil society say that they work now. And also if they all begin push, the woman will grab.
All right.
So let me get photo.
Okay, so I guess quick correction I want to make. I say actually magistrate, not to magistrate. Now a judge, and the first and judge we been did it now Justice Sano, we then transfer, and now Justice Francis Camara. Now actually don't take over. Well, then say not to the file totally lost, but now one of the accused then file. So they get 3 accused, and then one of the accused then file and don't get missing. We mean say in one case don't like they out of this particular matter, and then you get 2 way now then they look into right now. Okay, so let me come to you, Abdul Hassan Faki. What in yourself make up of case like this? Usai the case one of the accused people file a loss in a court.
Yeah, this issue of rape and abuse of women and even men now, because some men now will abuse boy picking them. They want to abuse boy picking them sexually. Now a very vexed question. Over the years, they fought against this rape issue or unlawful knowledge or sexual abuse. It really difficult. And even we President in very strong policies them to a level where a state of emergency on sexual abuse. The system still getting away with community crime, perhaps status or financial muscle. Someone although not put that correct that sometimes they caught some allegedly some officials caught them. They caught them. Then they lost their documents. They filed there. Mr. Sibapia, with all due respect to them, caught them. How a file of 3 or 4 money would be 1 grain file they lost? Therefore, you want them to say, don't get copies in the police station there, and don't get copies in the judge in your office, and the packing office, and the filing department in the office. They excuse there, so they're not fine. File for lost now. In fact, now we get computers now. You computerize everything. Okay, all those people get paper-based statement a day. But honestly, if you ask me, the things I don't look at, say, people that will commit then havoc there. So, they go up, they go free. Okay, that's the first argument. Then the second argument, well, if they file us, so they don't go create a new file. They post in where they go make the complaint, not stay there alive. The witness, they not stay alive. The culprit or the accused, they not stay there alive. They still make back, they fall back for come make fresh statements and not to excuse to me. To me, not to excuse. To me, a connivance for level go free. So if the file was free, that's another question. If the file also it means the crime was committed, then they come back and they give new statements. New statements. And then I want number 2, I believe that then 10 years of the apple. If file on a particular department, Let somebody be accountable. Let somebody be accountable. Let me take on this.
Eunice, a quick one before we go again. We still there with the picking them, but before we go to another issue again for do with the picking them, living with perpetrator, victim and perpetrator, they live in the same community. What does this mean?
Well, it promotes this kind of thing for say, the perpetrators they get emboldened because you do something nothing will come up BND. The tendency is that you go repeat that kind of performances there. So you go imagine the victim, the kind trauma where they go through for say nothing no day. This man they above the law. Aside to you, this one old bank manager, he go kill the young lady. Aside to you, one old politician, you man a senior official na the Freetown City Council. You get this paramount chief. Till now, nothing will come up behind. Now you talk about living in the same community, Papa, you go imagine the kind of trauma. All man would afraid, this man would make big, they make the Asian up for say anything wants to go. Any woman will see in that community today, it unfortunately, what thing happen. Now government in Ukraine one day, yes, but inside government, inside this whole system, you get other certain balance system where we don't tell you what the press, the civil society, then the female organization there. But primarily, civil society, media are everyday business. What in they come up when they taking because if they can't say one for B, if the media and the civil society alone then take them, you see, because this is a small community are there, and there's a lot of them small community there. You can imagine how people when they make them kind of big shot, because see nothing will get for happen to me. You got somebody else the other day, they say ain't go being war can at this country. And don't get that $35,000 for that.
Million.
Nothing will come up here. Okay, so you imagine. So until now we get almost 1,000 people and die. Somebody will not make now more today, nothing will come up here. Say the war come. So then people are if I'm gonna make you see now, some of them to when they tap out at a very young age, most of them they end up for be prostitutes. A lot of them, you're going to middle tongue, the net, you see young people, you're going to beach because you don't get no hope again. You don't get no side with the happen. So then can't say they destroy the society eventually. Don't no hope no day for the picking them. But there is so much poverty now. In fact, some parents, even when they want to get education, they can't afford it. So man not gonna for it now. Party people try, they can make a small team. And I can tell you, that man in that community, he gets small money. All man begin to like a god. Fear, so much fear. You all man the freedom. Thank you very much.
Okay, continue further with you inside the program, and they talk about the issue. Nabo, Usai, the same way they do the thing to this young girl. Now been 16 years, and now it don't pass 18 years. And the case still in a court, even when we get emergency on rape and other things them, but yet still it in a court. And they turn the case no more turn them because they're not linked or they not get the kind of power, heavy duty for able to take the case forward. Yeah. So this now what we be talking about this morning. Let me go quickly to another issue. We see, from the paper them again this morning, 4,000 picking them way for take the WASC exam go actually, lost, not go actually able for take them. So this now waiting the Spectator newspaper say this morning inside the program. The Spectator newspaper say, some seconds please. All right, the Spectator newspaper say, over omission of 4,000 pupils from WASC June 2025 exam as nationwide strike awaits MBSSE if. Okay, so let's look at the most important thing here. When are the figure 4,000 and the thing we follow them now say pupils when are we picking them? This not to the first thing. Faki, what do you take on this?
Yeah, it would be a mean a person will always stand for the rights of children and rights of people generally. I know like a person the abuse person right. The right of children for the right to education, a right of children. It will be me are close to primary, secondary schools, the police force, are close to many institutions in this country. Yes, short. I don't take a practice of journalism. What in the president? In fact, president, I get 3 cases by the investigation. The other president and dodge every line. They canima, they kailang, they bo, and you know, I don't write the story when I get inside. Me no practice that kangaroo journalism. I can tell you the small brother and then what they can now. They don't have apprentices. Now that's discovery of one day. So what in the president can do? Now, government don't give school again.
Abdullah Faki, you actually make some very good points then, but you line not the sound well at all, and not the sound okay. I want for Beg Duya left the meeting and come back quickly. We see Awitalek.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's come over to you, Unisa, and let you take them from Osai Faki stop with your own point and your own view. What do you think? 4,000 picking for miss the WASC exam. Now the stage this way, the basic education, so you don't pass all. Where now they change the connection between, you know, secondary and that of the tertiary, you know, when I forgo college or university. What do you take on this? Because not to the first in this. If I'm not wrong, this now the 3rd term it happened so well. For last year, on the safer side, I go say it happened last year and it happened back this year.
Unfortunately, it continue to happen, and as you say, 3 years, maybe earlier, because in they can't allow so this time here. 4,000 picking them. The government don't say to make amends, they will sit private as private candidate. But me say, let's get to the bottom of this year. Then 4,000 picking day. Who side them day? Who side them come out? Who school them come out? Now, the information what they get, me don't work as journalist for 50 years, although my main study in science, you know. But again, I don't be a teacher. I don't be a school teacher. Albert Academy, Muslim Brotherhood, Ahmadiyya. I get a very keen interest by this kind of thing. Now, my investigation say, school like a Methodist Girls High School. Then self-serve, then get picking, we not go able for seat. Municipal secondary school na Eastern for 3 years running. They know the seat. 3 years running. They know the seats. Then Ahmadiyya, most of the schools in the Eastern are affected. But first of all, break it down. We send them 4,000 people at the day. Look, get a clear picture of what did happen. This is not enough for the government in the city. They don't do investigation. What in reality go on? I think say that the only way we will stop them, and now they say the chief examiner, now West Africa Examination Council, in assistance, ACC don't arrest them for examination malpractice. You know, they have beaucoup de say that then they sell question paper. But the thing done so bad. Where will they go to school? Then can't say, no, they read them. Well, again, for put a stop to it, not to just for say they will sit as private candidate. Then the government conduct, when they set up an investigation, when they get to the bottom of it. We don't call them, we send them pick them day. We send them 4,000 people.
Me na one person we not like for talk region. I don't like for talk about districts or any area by area, because for me, it not sound well. But from what we see, what we gather from the last one, for example, most of the picking them will not take the exam the last year. Now from the north and the west, now they didn't come on. Majority. Yeah. Okay. Well, like you say, we need for know again the area where the one they are get affected. You just don't begin point.
No, who school and come out? Who's particular school and come out? But now there is even Methodist Girls High School.
Yes.
Senior school can an important school can then self affected. One of the school were affected. And again, I think he said the bottom line is that every single principle therefore come without benefit. Hey, boy, it don't happen 3 years, it happen no more till now. It's like saying that some kind of business and open pan this year. Now, cannot compete na money making. You know, but now the education system don't go down so much, and yet then can't they continue for happen.
All right.
You know, I think so. The government for take the bull by the horn. You know, I hope say they will take this thing very seriously. But again, the media, you know, myself say on me on, I get some editor them where I mentor them. I don't call them. I say, "Bo, when I investigate this thing, but there's a talk fantastic stuff." You understand? Because there's so much poverty. Any small money they go decide for make money. That's important to them pass the story. You know, I think say for all for take this year. As I tell you, me said don't be teacher. I don't be teacher. You know, in secondary school, even university for a big college. I lectured it for 7 years. So again, I call university because then can't they transfer to the university. The amount of rigging and when they go on at the university, I feel say if they start from the university, they forget dedicated examination halls. Everyone forgets CCTV.
Okay.
Everyone forgets CCTV. It can be a combination between the student going to enroll, you get so for pay, the college say go put 2/3, to the students and raise 1/3. If I go back to the secondary schools there, and now as technology they improve, that's why they become cheap. Don't not begin make this kind of thing again. Begin the whole full examination hall, all that kind of thing. So when it's too much because you imagine, take the data, let somebody do study, then get giving us seats. In 6 months out there, they almost don't get belly. You understand it? Even the boy picking it, how much lost control? Would they lose a very big manpower? When they develop country, development country, then they collect per week. We get any for market and well. Like how Philippines they do. We get agreements in between we and then country. We not get people in for work. We decide 2, 3 agreements. They let people come back. Other people, would they make money for that? The human resources will get a developing country. Now hold them secretly, now use them properly, allow market aware. But that Philippines they do. They are making so much money on that. But then can't tell the talk so the government said for say they do so. Too much cover day for this year. Too much cover day. Corruption, rape, violence against women, you know. So yeah, let's look into that very seriously. Let win with confidence that the only way we develop this country here.
Okay. Continue further with you inside the program. Like and you have last and you will make a point just now before you line to give you some problem. Let me see if it don't sound very well now. Go ahead, what's the you take on this?
Okay, I believe Trevor say like presently I get over 3 to 4 schools away. I get report about. Make I tell you exactly what happened. Where government don't get picking the true chances for seat was free, private schools, government assisted and government schools. Once in a room picking, you get freedom for seat. You get the right for seat twice. Beke was. So what in the principles they do? When you don't see the first year, you don't get the English because why they make sure so you don't get English and maths. And then they back like what you said they say. Now something we will for grab and investigate. What do you make people not forget English and maths? Posting the seat exam 5 times, they get 8, 7, 6 pound English and maths. Why for? And one. So when you don't get English and maths, you fall out, you drop out. Then more trouble out to the country. More remand them, more guys them, more thief man on the streets. Now, what do they do? People they will know they inside the system. So there's some around 35, 40, you know they say the system. If they come back to the school them, they can pay 2 million loans. I don't get all my facts then 2 million and above. So there's somebody pay 2,500,000. We don't get too much rush. Now 3 million they take for each candidate. Yes, sir. No, I'm talking on fact.
Yes, you're right.
On fact. And I think where they pain me heart because I mean the country will become victim at the hands of their principals. They are them unscrupulous principals in connivance with some officials of the West African Examination Council every year. So what they're going to do is if the quota for this school in beginning not 400. Now they want to call with the money. Now they force it register under what they call the cash system and a continuous assessment system. So again, for you don't begin create assessment because that post is not been in a school. So again, for begin for create from JS3 how you get for seat, you get for begin forge result for them, put inside the system, come out them, you go from SS1, SS2, SS3. So now a long process. So maybe I wish I would get time for explaining better. Or
explain the way you understand. Explain. You didn't have the right track because I get this as well, Namid. I don't get people who don't tell me about this.
Continuous assessment of the people as far as we go from 1. Every year they record you. From 2 they record you. From 3 we sit back they record you. From 4 they record you. From 5 they record you. From 6 when SS3 they record you. So when in the car with new people there we don't get NTS so the principal and teachers, class masters, they get for students for give you this profile as if you've been attend the school. It takes a long process for it because they get for forge all documents about you from birth certificate, from your date of birth, which they come out, whose school you been there for primary school. They get for begin for forge all that one they follow it fitting because the money they pay. So the real people they want to pick the way we go to the school now. They don't get chance again for full up. For go to do their own continuous assessment. Time they normally what's in the now time can beat them. Time they beat them because now not of paper based now you they enter inside computer. So that portal where they open now, they say they open the portal. Time don't beat you, then go for lock-up. Wake here, why I say would open and back, Now other deal can take place. Deals can take place, but other deals can take place. Would open and back for another 1 week. Some money, some principals they will get contract, they're not done yet. So this is huge money making business. Huge money making business. So by the time they finish now, Boku picking they don't left. Even the money, so man they say what they count the money that they don't left. They make all every year would get 4,000, would get 3,000, would get. But what is the thing with the money? America, you know, they say so. We get this armchair journalism about on this country. With the money, me, I am this independent media commission. They just give license 50 fata as long as they able write one essay. John is a boy. You don't become editor. You don't become editor. You see, pass now office, now editor. And not even no story like this story that tells you. It will have to say, SA people led a free college education. 4,000 children will not sit. Now, SA people led or the principal led. You're talking about schools here. The schools then consist of all political people. Political party people, you get SAPP principals there, you get people that belong to APC, CDP, then you don't get what declare you say belong. But everything that they put on the doorstep of the government of the day. Okay? So this now don't happen now. We the journalists themselves, we know the help. Like how you know tell you no more. So you go now, you don't get this story here. You know, you want to write a story or you want to go on the radio. Mr. Wakikamba. Mr. Yunus, I cannot go to them, talk about. But you know, this thing, anyway, we'll go find way out for settle this thing, we'll trash out. But this is a small envelope no more. Wake up so they get 2-3 million inside. Some man don't spoil the story. So the thing, it continue every year, it can continue. Every year, it can if I don't become now like a normal thing, so if I were to go for the next for go intermediate, it go with the aim say, they will give me money. You know, they go for with the aim for get the story.
Yeah, you are.
I'm talking as a man like you know, practice 50 years. He's my senior. I don't practice 35 years. So me said they said the system. They can't do they said the system. We understand how these young boys they operate now. They hear open pump, cop up, bad cop up.
Okay. So
they sit on the office. They don't investigate. They only call the principal, go there, collect money, and come and write trash. Trash. Because IMC not do due diligence for tell you say. Before you become an editor, if you don't practice journalism for 5 years, if you get a degree, that's the law. If you don't get a degree, you get any other certificate. If you don't practice journalism for 10 years.
Okay. All right.
Whether you come on FBC, you get master's, you get PhD, if you practice for 5 years before they become editor. If you come on, you don't get a degree, you practice for 10 years before they make you editor. Because editor, if you understand what they talk about, when they say editor, not a kalo man, not a kalo. When they say editor, you know, like a minister, you know, you level with directors of presenters, not business and they. You forget book in head and experience and sabi the work. Then they go editor.
Thank you very much, Abdul Hassan Faki. Now we touch quickly on another issue where they go on inside the country, of course. Now issue this way, USSF don't they talk about seriously and we don't dispute it happen. And let's start from this paper before we go down to the real discussion of the day. So the paper, when the Gleaner newspaper say, it say, Bio administration employs threats to stifle media coverage of fugitive drug lord. Okay, let we watch, this thing way they happen. According to the investigative journalists who been come inside the country, where then they end up for arrest, say a come for do espionage, and don't they release several things them. And journalists them where we want for the report on this, where don't escape right now, don't they tell their story to the world, about how the government, for example, government official, they approach them with $5,000 each for letting them continue for talk about the story, or then threaten their family members them for letting them keep quiet. What thing are you take on this, Unisa?
Thank you very much. This tier really don't bring disgrace and shame in our country. See, because this now not an allegation, it's not a convicted drug man. Convicted. The law is to be supreme all over the world, unfortunately. Now, what did happen at the country? The desperation for investors, the desperation for make political points. We go all about for call on investors, and they attract criminals all over the world. We say, what's a game money? They will give me Kobayanda. And they cannot. But they say in this Maya, if we move go Turkey first, and from Turkey, they call some businessman them. They don't even do some investment in this country. Now, that's not the problem now we're longer than the country. And unfortunately, again, with the allegations, we don't know how to read in a paper. They say get hooked up with the president in Peking. And a lot of pictures don't they come up now for see any side the Monday, then they see this woman only. And some other allegations about the closeness of this mania. So, I mean, the government, the country, we don't need by shame. The only thing who then catch you red-handed and will able to be don't you get for you know what take the right by shame. Now, whatever happened, this government not going to be in power forever. This Maya not going to be safe forever. The only thing we create opportunity for them. For make another plan for we end up other side. Like I come out Turkey can end up now. Now it better let the country itself, the government in power, instead take the good name for saying that we take action. We not be know how this man turn. We not be know the man in background. But that this family connection don't complicate the whole thing. Again, even investors them, so-called investors when they come. No, those scrutiny, good scrutiny. The country will come out and associate them, long no can invest on anywhere. Because you see, even at airport where they renovate, some criminal money inside. And criminal them all over the world. All over the world. There are lots, nothing happening between America and then Latin American country then they extradite them. They bring shame country to the government. Now, when you try to take the record, you keep up, you protect, and then shame they come. If you not be careful, jail safe they come. Go get some former president South America may protect criminal them. They end up in a prison in America.
Okay.
So
let me look at this thing. Somebody been make an analysis yesterday where they try to say, for example, if this government, I repeat, if this government they protect this particular individual. And not for today, now for tomorrow, if governments change, because you just don't tell we say government no go there forever na power. If governments change, then what in this go get for mean for we country? It will get for mean say this criminal cartel where them people are on bill will be ordered to the government because then if the next government want to go against them, then would not be so powerful because any drug and cartel then they get their own security force where they train. then the count gone out together with cocaine and other things them. So then go don't be so powerful for able for take on the policeman them, take on the military. So we can't go down left to the state of whereas now only the cartel go to determine who that for be president, who that not for be president. And anybody who want for come against them, they go against them. You think say na danger position we sit also with that? Or you think say that particular analysis they wrong?
Saying I mean?
Yes, you. Yes, continue, please.
Okay. It don't be beaucoup country where we see then kind of people that they sponsor, then they overthrow government and they change government out the leg. It be money can do anything. Let's not forget about that. Money can do anything. We say even the available with 10 some criminality been there. We say even the destabilization of the take na DRC, na Congo. Some criminal then they on that day what they benefit from the resources na Congo. And then they sponsor na whole thing. Would they say even Sudan, the war where they go there, the rapid support forces them, they want to with the benefits. And we see the external influence. So we have external influence, if not can directly say, they can't through so-called investors. So they protect anybody. Unfortunately, now not put up on this government anymore. Because even the last government, they get plain cocaine. They get plain with cocaine. It don't be. When we come to the put after we don't suffer 11-year rebel war, they can instigate any kind of thing. They get the money for doing any kind of thing. So we have to be very careful. You know what they not Jamil Sahid Muhammad, the Lebanese Salomon, it becomes so powerful. They say in the 10 ministers say, they buy you 3 months in the Saki, in the Saka. Then get undue influence. It'll be. So this man, this liquor, but kind of money the way they spend, all about it, they control everything. We say, but one chief immigration officer in Saki recently, in 1 year, he buy 3 hosts them in America, where it cost $2,000. Good man, they become very close friend to Namandi. So this is the dangers then they even plot for eliminate some big politician. Now we know that for we all protection, even the big man them, you know, even when they fed for politics, so they fed for post, now APC they fed for post, now SLPP, all anything. I mean, not all man able be a poor. Not all man able be a poor. Not all man get integrity. Once money, there's someone can do any kind of thing.
All right.
And it's not difficult for corrupt to country. It's not difficult for corrupt. Then the corrupt America, the corrupt and big country, the corrupt. How more for me?
Yeah, so and we don't sit in a very difficult situation now, where like not time bomb. Okay, let's come over to you, Abdullah Sanfaki.
And I believe people, before you go with me, look Trump where they do. All about in Yaide. In Yaide, all about. So we have to be very careful. And this now West Europe, city man, don't jail in Belgium, don't jail in Netherlands. You know what America they do? We see the fashion so in South America, they may only meet themselves. But they can expand things with Trump don't cancel now. They the whole side. No, be careful.
Right. Abdullah Sanfaki, what do you take on this? According to the paper, the journalists and the complaint now say government they use money and threat for make let and set them out.
Yeah, I don't come back to that. With all due respect to we young brothers and sisters, the way they can journalism, we don't can cause much trouble for we as a more. There was a time where he tell me say, Mr. You're trading hiding. I feel I'm not for not on air trading. But that 2 days before me and that man would just meet up within our office to and talk. So it can be very laughable where some people can just talk what we call in journalism we call conjecture. Conjecture that you think you guess and you feel them. You not get fact. Mr. I would say no journalist not hiding in this country. Every journalist is accounted for. And right now with all the campaign for the elections and where they come, when at the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists and where they come on the 7th of June.
Where Joseph Cissé?
Joseph Toure, it didn't turn. If you, I will give you a number after this program. Let you call her, let you ask her if you don't ever come on her office or inside office. I'm telling you, there has been no journalist who don't threaten in this country for this jobs like that's about what. What I therefore say is this guest journalism. No journalist no ever set eyes on this man. I can tell you for free, including Minaya. And we all investigate me. They not bribe me, they not threaten me. And I talk openly, and I go openly for say I go pen this man. They say they not laka, we don't go in not laka. They say they not mambo, you know the mambo. They say they not number 2 river, you know the number 2 river. So nobody not threaten me. I don't know, but me not get of any incident where slash put na paper say then threatening journalists because of they look for this man. Me not see him.
So the notice where slash been pulled, the term where they say they even arrest the journalist in Mutuka, na lie story that?
No. That may happen. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this one what they discuss now about voting. They say then they threaten journalism, then they give some money up to $5,000. Mr. Simepia, with all the respect, for let you give journalists $5,000 in a salon, he refuse them. That person, that angel. $5,000 for bribe for say not talk about that money again. They say no, I don't want that. They go report na police or they go expose you. Come on. $5,000 is about 100 million euros. What I mean, okay, you know, these people can talk because of, you know, as I tell you, everything is politicized. Then they ban everything more than ban them. There has been no journalist who has been either threatened or his or her family threatened or parents, their family threatened, or they don't bribe. None of them are the challenge. Anyone let come out.
Okay. So hold on, just hold on quick.
Nothing like that will happen.
Hold on,
everybody is free to investigate matters here.
All right, Unisa, you think say Faki safe for say no journalists know the way they threaten or then they present money to you? Think say it's safe for say that? Unisa?
Inside the story, then give you any instance.
No, wait,
read the story by bringing one instance.
Unisa, you hear me?
Yeah, look the story fine.
What he say?
One instance.
I say waiting Faki they say for say no journalist no day where they don't threaten or where they don't give money for let you know talk about this particular thing. You know, it's safe for say that word there.
Well, their operations they're subtle, but the silence they speak a lot. No interest, no they waiting at safe because this is a national storm for we all. If nobody not take an interest for going to that kind of thing, we talk about the woman them back. How they rape and cause violence to woman them back. You know, me personally, on several incidents, I don't call journalists them. I draw their attention. We've been getting a Kush problem, for example. Now we community. We identify the alleged waiting at safe. We invite them for on account we use them when I go up there, go to an investigation. We write an official letter to the IG of police. Nothing like that happened. The journalists never turn up. So then kind of incident here they happen. They lost confidence by the media.
Okay.
We don't lose confidence by the civil society because they are very political. Now, if it happened back to because story not to just press release or be journalists. You're not you're not to opposition to government, but you say about journalists, you get a critical analysis. That's the word critical. When you do critical analysis of issues,
that's not something where people are not going to follow you talk, but not the right thing.
Yes. So man can dismiss you say in APC or body, APC pay the money. But journalists not afraid of controversy. You say if you are afraid of controversy, if you are afraid of controversy, you are afraid of arrest, you are afraid of jail, then journalism is not free.
All right, we'll come back to you. Let me continue with Faki. Faki, you been make your point just now. Please continue. You get the platform.
Yes. I say if you look at the newspaper, I don't know how they call it.
Gleaner newspaper. But hey, wait. This story, not only it come out from the journalist when a Sophie. And it come out from two media house, them international media house. I think News or so. I will cross-check with them. And then they as well get another one. We saw now 2 international media, so I will cross-check with them. Please go ahead. I will interrupt you and tell you name anything from now. Go ahead.
Okay, I feel like we're unable to get access to them. Show me the name of the journalist they would not threaten or their family then. Or said they will give money. The journalist will come take.
You
they give me money.
The paper for tell you the name of the journalist when they talk about threat.
Yeah. Huh?
You expect paper for tell you the name of the journalist when we talk about threat in this matter. Is it possible?
So threat for waiting. We not even see this man at this country.
You expose your source in name.
No, not the source.
So why you expect the paper for do that?
Say the trader when they say they call Joseph Traore name say if they in hiding. I tell them I say no, not in hiding. Clear one. Joseph Traore was in his office at that moment where we talk over.
No. At that time he be there in hiding. Even if my mommy they cry to the public, he be hide that 10 days.
No. It not be need for going hiding because they don't know they don't arrest them.
And not being there at 2 different things.
I know the issue. Joseph Traore is my younger brother. He's my friend.
Yeah, you say it not be need for, but that's not mean so it not be there on hiding.
Hiding for waiting. They don't do the case. They don't do the case. They don't have trouble. They don't go back and Netherlands. What did they hide for? What did they do? They don't get back in motoka. The man get motoka. I give you number today. Let call if you don't get motoka. Let I apologize to open on this floor. Let ask if he ever harassed her. No, he was not even harassed. They went to the police station. They gave him some statements, and then I said, "Well, this motoka now of interest. Later on, we will call you. We'll give you motoka." It don't done. People they hype him. Then we get hype him now. They hype him. They just don't hide. In fact, they pay and they want pen him. They want kill him right now for what thing? The man only give service to this woman for take him from point A. It's a chemical on the Matu River. He tell us say, take me there. I will take care of you, of your fuel and everything. 9 don't so. Then they say if you don't hide, then they find out they want kill him. That man they get something in head. We don't get facts about this man. Mr. Timubi, I will bite you. No journalist no ever set eyes on this just let the cast. No journalist no ever set eyes on this Omar Sheriff and this
stuff. But people don't set eyes on him, right?
Huh?
But people don't see him, right?
No, but not tell me say don't set eyes on him.
Yeah, but you not see the video them?
Now just a fable like I will get Robin Hood.
Not a fable. You not see video them of him?
We not see this man like this tongue, yeah, this tongue.
You not see the video them one day. You not see the video them.
For see video na technology wall now. Easy for make videos.
Okay,
see the man physically.
You need to please come inside again. Abdullah say,
thank you very much.
There could be AI video. What do you think?
The evidence is overwhelming. Number one, local, international. I mean, if you did this, what you will begin doubt your credibility, honestly, without casting aspersions. The picture of this man, the young president at church. We said the president infirm in the workday. You understand it? They say they don't know. Unfortunately, they don't expect see, or it will available for a man to see. Now, what about what happened at Black Johnson? One whole submarine, it come here, appear there, it come up quick, it go down back, it lost. Danger in the country. Not try eliminate them. Okay, danger in the country. Now, what about that? Those journalists will come to go try to locate this man inside. They go to the police guard with the guard, then stop the person, then arrest them. And put on a cell. What are all the evidence there? The evidence and even a court of law. Not to say, as you catch person, you say it take and it take you money.
It say evidence in the way we see so. It can be say na technology wall, na make them.
It can be say, why the government not denying categorically? The government forgive us. They get a media set up, deny categorically, but there has been no denial categorically. Okay? I mean, me say don't work a media, I don't work in a media up to a state house. We'll come out with a release. You say, no, it is not true. Why can't you do that?
Okay.
You know, we have to be careful.
Let's come back to you. And please tell me again, say, na make-up story. The the two former immigration boss, where the one now the head of the drugs law enforcement agency, and the former immigration boss, where they celebrate in birthday. This man go there and go give gifts to the former immigration boss. That one day na make up again, and this same person with this same former immigration boss na club na make up again. You see the video then there?
I not see the video then there, and as far as I'm concerned, na allegations still. If person go give you, Mr. Secretary, if you celebrate his birthday, I will give you envelope. I say, Mr. Secretary, this is my envelope. You know if na flower there inside.
No, not only envelope we talk about. We talk about the person we go give envelope. Oh, wait. I not talk say envelope or say gift. So you see the video because yes, na envelope.
You say gift. No, you say gift, and gifts are always mostly put in envelopes.
No.
And gifts
no, not always
gifts are
envelope.
Gifts. What is it? You give person gift, not necessarily alternate money. Na gift.
Yeah, you don't say envelope. You're very clear about the video. You say envelope and gifts from birthday party, not to envelope.
Okay, we say I don't miss. So na being ordinary something like a flower. Na flower again. Na flower.
How
you manage?
What about the
you don't see. Me no see. You never can talk say. I said technology don't fearful in the world. I don't tell you that one day. You didn't at the first world, we the third world. We not third world. So we not know more past we na You understand? Make a cut of the matter of sacking of Honorable Kane. President Bill, the Constitution say the president get right for appoint and get right for relief. They not use the word sacco. Look, very clear on this. They not ever use the word clear. I mean sack on presidential appointees because they don't apply for in the civil service or public service. Then the ministers they would serve at the behest, at the pleasure. Never gonna say it has pleased His Excellency. Where it not pleased, they pull you. Now make they give any reason. They give reason why they appoint you, and they give reason why they relieve you. Now like a reshuffle. You will be surprised for let's see people we don't relieve. Now you don't take them back. So if you give any reason why make it relieve them, they're not going to take it again because they don't. So then it not just fits this way we put you fit for the day. And they can't go other side. Look, Mr. Abraham not begin from SLRSA as Director General. You come go to Deputy Minister Communications. Now the Minister of Youth Affairs. So the president not the reason why make it appoint. You know the reason why make it relieve you of your duty. Now reshuffle. So Mr. Honorable Kane, President Bill not give any reason why make a pull on immigration. He not give no reason to nobody. Chief Andrew Kakai, President Bill not give no reason why make a pull on immigration. We don't can go now at drugs agency. So that we go for very careful. We don't have presidents and they appoint ministers of deputy ministers or ministries, departments, agencies. They not give reason why they appoint. They not give reason why they relieve. That power they. Now the Constitution give that power to the president of the day because if you know that they work with any president we can in the world, now they appoint ministers.
Okay.
And now they relieve them. Now they relieve them. You will be surprised very soon. You will say, I don't take Honorable Alassane Kanu, I can't go other side. So you don't see how the thing happen. So you don't give reason why people are there. Now reshuffle. Clear, sir.
Okay. Continue for the way to inside the program, and you still watch KOL RES on Weird na YouTube and on Facebook. And we get two people inside the program this morning. We get Abdulhassan Faki and we get Eunice Assise, where they will tweet and they help we for they analyze the different issues them. Yeah, this one I just want to take small minutes, low discuss them quick one before because we don't go over the time now. Quick one, let's talk about lantern. Then the government they say they count lantern back after 7 years, but they don't cancel it again, and then say because of security reason. Wait till you take on this just briefly. Abdulhassan Faki.
Well, honestly, if you ask me say I like lantern. I like lantern. I'm an Eastern boy. You know, say me like Kisibobo. We don't begin for people lantern anyway. But honestly, we appear the one day we know about security pass we wouldn't they say, now so they say. So what me will say again? If they say, then they say they don't study the environment. If lantern come out, then we get problem with security. Well, I know if me, I get much to say about that.
Okay.
But if they ask me inside my heart of hearts, they've already tried to let this lantern come this year. Let them provide for the amount of security. If they let forget policemen to Yamande all over the city, that one grenade for don't dance. Because dancing, they reduce stress. They reduce stress. You know, that scene when they sing where they jump. Me and the dance lantern, what I said about like me, man with the dance lantern. But if they want to know about security pass you, they say that they say there will be a security threat. So that the council, well, I pray say by next year I go better pass this year, and next year I'll go dance lantern.
Okay, and Eunice, I always say you want to take on that quickly?
Too much of one thing is good for nothing. Now, for security reasons, you go reschedule a program. If that program will take place at net, say we'll make the lantern parade during the day. On the weekend, we'll make it during the day. All man gonna stand that day. But outright ban for so many years, not to 2 years, up to 3 years. Now, the government itself, we will get things them on the table, we will take actions on the table by taking preemptive action. Now you scatter your security operatives them and you're on top. So net, yes, it can be more difficult. We make the lantern parade during the day. You know, if you want the lantern in the net, then you go pack the lantern in and then stadium and say during the day back, during the go look the back. I mean, I don't think it's that was much. In any case, long overhyped this year. Salon not that secure as it is the Sudan, DRC Congo, they can place them there. You know that's insecure.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, with all this kind of stress and pressure with the people, if it be a welcome opportunity for some release, the government said before benefit from that. Let people let out steam. I mean, but when you do so now, everybody they give a political interpretation to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, President will be careful about the advisors they will near them.
Okay. Another quick something. Just brief one again. A really big, but we'll talk about them briefly, because we don't already discussed them severally. You know, so let's talk quickly about this issue. Let's want to talk about this alleged leak audio from Ernest Bai Koroma, you know, and MS Bangura. Unisa.
Well, we don't know if I leak or not deliberate, because I mean not hearing anything treasonous inside there. These are APC politics. We see about 10 candidates that don't come now. Mm-hmm. You know, Samura benefit substantially from the decision for decision from the president in 2018. We not been go down well with a lot. You go talk say back in fact. One of the reasons then where APC now win 2018 and then we will settle down till 2023 and win. So it better if we get plan between ourselves. I think say the LS that the party, therefore don't come together, don't step in for try to get to the bottom of the encounter. Especially in this atmosphere, we get so much 10 people that want to be president as well. Confusion. At the same day happen back now, SLPP. You hear Boku talk them back. It's not good for the country. It's not good for the country. You know, so I mean, not try to be serious. Not to everything, because they talk about the influence of bloggers there now. Then they hype everything, put outside for the outside not for the, you know. So I think say politics, I say for me, we go for talk frankly, each other, give and take. But whatever you can see about the roots, where President Nkrumah take, na interview talking belly word, for elders in the party, if we don't take nothing, put that together, see what's scratching in the income for try for ease tension.
All right. Abdullah Faki, quickly on that.
Yeah, well, I go differ more from the people the way they come. Mr. Eunice and my elder brother, then they are respecting Pasmak. No, I don't want to make okay tambo. For like we get 10 people then from APC, 11 SFP. To me, if correct, if I create, you know, say they create more employment right now. Boku flag bearers and now they get bloggers, they get super, they go to radio, it's okay. Everybody want to be relevant. When the time they reach for let them make the election, so then they drop. But someone want to see no more. No say no get for there, they don't get for game flag bearer, but they want to see. So now one number two, this area where the leakage of the audio, between former President Ernest Bakroma and Mr. S. Bangura, is it? Well, now two people then talk. So maybe right now, if I call in a phone, me will talk, will record them. If you come on a door, now either you send them or I miss send them. Now two. So the kind of more innocent interview, it was a deliberate act, not a mistake, forcing a mistake, the person mistake in finger touch the button, then the thing go. First of all, you record and post. Una record and post. Una agree with the record and or to the record. Then level leak. That's politics. The kind of more innocent say, now politics. What politics get all kinds of style. Politics is politics. That's politics. You politics. You know how the Arab man define diplomacy in politics. He said the Arab. He said are they kiss you na your jaw, are they put knife na your back. That's the way they are. Yeah, now so I want left my last word. Politics in diplomacy.
So, no, wait, you know, wait. Let ask you a quick one. That's not the APC they inside. Let's touch small bit on the SLPP they inside. They allege, or well, me not elect for color allege because you know we get a different way of doing things now. So somebody not going for take from we. The ambassador went and stuck now and Guinea for cocaine. You know, being pre and he publicly declare in candidate. He said na Jules Jalo na in candidate for the SLPP flag bearer. You know, after that, we see Kande Yumkela can boom and say, you know, the ambassador not get any reason for come out and talk about government or politics because then the investigator. What's your take on that?
Mr. Kande Yumkela now all go na bottom. In the secrecy, me I've been in a boss school. President Julius Madabio. Now we been the boss school. He was my junior man. Kande Yumkela na be my senior man. Na be man with the run, the sport, they play football, they dance. Mr. Almame Bangura get every right for talk about politics in this country. Honestly, at the default time, I like default time for the first time. Home married and Sembom Bangura chief up. I did go married woman. Then Nicholas, late Flomina Nicholas. We're very close. But for tell them man say enough for talk. One, you don't tell them in fact say you don't get the freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Let a man talk and talk. He has not been convicted of a crime. He has been accused. And it's been investigated. If they find one thing, they will cry on a court, then try him. Perhaps they will convict him, or they go free, and they will say you are innocent.
And you think the investigation they continue?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Investigation they continue. Na both Guinea and Salone.
Thank you very much. Now come over to you, Lisa, quickly. What's your take on that issue? The ambassador and Kande Yumkela.
Now this country they go to the dogs. You know, you guys continue to involve me. Wittingly or unwittingly, therefore shame and stay back, forget you respect. And they say they country go to the dogs them, people and they commit certain crime them, then they go up and down by and they bluff. I talk about them, they woman will then kill. People are political heavyweights them, then they go up and down. Nothing will happen to them. If you continue this kind of thing, this country they go to the dogs. Now, in everything about political, you have to be diplomatic. Can't they say never be so outrightly spoken? You have to be diplomatic. Whether you calling the body. That man said, for take a back seat, even as chairman of the constituency, for take a back seat, for say, no, it's not everything goes in politics. Respect for day, integrity for day. And the government said, when the man don't come, you don't call him, talk to a look. So please, we don't cancel until this matter done.
Okay.
Please stay clear.
All right. So lastly, on this same issue, you think the investigation they continue?
That's not the problem. A lot of investigation now, they die a natural death. But that's the goal of the press. That's the goal of the press. For no what will happen.
But how the press would take this way the minister and they attack the press? For example, if the Minister of Information go on a Liberty television, then they will ask certain questions about certain individual. The minister will tell the outright say no one want to talk about that day because it not go make span slander in media like that. How we go continue?
You know, you say journalists they know under attack. Right now, they tell you to sue one veteran journalist. Allegations. It on the Ross Road police station. For 3 days, and yesterday, I called the attention of this large president. For so we can't allow this thing. If you're afraid, you want comfort. You don't know this thing, how many cost you. No, open journalism.
Okay.
Journalism not for everybody. And as we talk, so, the way they talk, you have to be measured.
Right.
The cost nobody.
Okay.
The life per nobody.
Thank you.
Now, true the talk.
Thank you.
So, but if you're afraid that as a journalist, then go for other work for you.
Thank you very much. All right, and I'm Eunice Sise, and we get Abdul Hassan Faki, where they also join me inside the program. Of course, they're also not veteran journalists. For telling you about several things that really happen. And when I don't put them at the scale already, when I don't enjoy the discussion this morning, so I appreciate they all two joining inside the program this morning. And thanks to the producer who actually make this kind of selection for count the two, senior man them inside journalism for come talk. And, they also don't can talk, and he left to enough for think and know exactly what you will take from them. Thank you very much. You will don't watch the program, you will don't like the program, you don't share, and you will don't subscribe to the platform. My name is CBP, the Freedom Fighter, and to meet again some other beautiful time, probably in a night. And I want to say we love you all so much. And please, 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 get yourself a very, very good day. We love you all so much. And for now, we say bye-bye.
So apparently what happened 2 days before the event, Madam Faith Odiambo, when a president of the Kenyan Law Society, where that law society they do tremendously well in Kenya for challenge government excesses